In the secretive world of spying and surveillance, the Middle Eastern nations have long history of espionage and covert warfare. Nowhere is this more evident than in the ongoing shadow conflict between Israel and Iran, a war fought in the shadows of nuclear fears, proxy battles, and cyber attacks. Amid this tense backdrop, one element has remained consistently underappreciated yet profoundly influential: the role of female spies. While the image of the spy is traditionally male-dominated, women have been at the forefront of some of the most daring operations on both sides. They have served as assassins, informants, analysts, and double agents. Here in this episode, we explore the pivotal but often invisible role and impact of female agents of intelligence agencies with special reference to Israel, Iran's shadow conflict. Let's first talk about women in Mossad's covert operations against Iran. Mossad, Israel's external intelligence agency, has a long-standing tradition of incorporating women into its most secretive and dangerous missions. According to the book Mossad, The Great Operations, published in 2012, women make up nearly 40% of operational roles in Mossad. They are often more successful than men in field assignments due to their ability to blend in and exploit gender biases. A striking example includes the 2010 assassination of Iranian nuclear scientist Majid Shahriari. Israeli media later reported the involvement of female Mossad agents who had surveilled Shahriari for months. In one version of the operation, a woman posing as a bystander planted a magnetic bomb on the scientist's car during Tehran rush hour, leading to his death. Indeed, in 2025, Mossad appointed two women, codenamed Agent A and Agent K, to head the intelligence and Iran desks, respectively. This marked a historic moment, reflecting the agency's acknowledgement of women's tactical and strategic acumen. The appointments followed internal reforms that increased female representation in both recruitment and leadership. Mossad's own website even ran a series on Lohamo, which means female combatants, featuring testimonies from operatives who led undercover missions, including seduction-based infiltration, cyber tracking, and technical surveillance. On the other side, Iran also carries cyber recruitment of Israeli women for their secret missions. In 2022, Shin Bet, Israel's internal security service, dismantled a network in which Iranian intelligence officers posed as Jewish men on Facebook to recruit Israeli women. These women were manipulated into photographing Israeli embassies, military sites, and even attempting to influence their sons' military enlistment paths. The operative, known as Rambod Namdar, engaged 4 women in prolonged emotional relationships, directing them to gather intelligence, under the pretense of helping Jewish families in Iran. Israeli courts later sentenced them on charges ranging from espionage to illegal contact with a foreign agent. This case revealed Iran's increasingly sophisticated use of cyber and psychological manipulation, where women became both the targets and tools of spying and surveillance. Now let's talk about some legendary women spies who served in the Israel-Iran conflict. Number 1. Amina Dawood al-Mufti. Perhaps the most enigmatic Arab female spy working for Israel was Amina Dawood al-Mufti, a Jordanian Circassian woman who converted to Judaism. Operating in Lebanon under the guise of a volunteer doctor in the 1970s, she infiltrated Palestine Liberation Organization camps and earned the trust of top commanders, including Yasser Arafat, then president of the Palestinian National Authority. Captured in 1975 and imprisoned for years in Syria and Lebanon, she was eventually released in a high-profile prisoner exchange. Amina's story illustrates how ideology, personal conviction, and manipulation of identity intersected in intelligence work. Number 2. Heba Salim, an Egyptian woman educated in Paris. Heba Salim was recruited by Mossad through her Israeli fiancé. Returning to Egypt in the early 1970s, she passed information about anti-aircraft locations, aiding Israeli Air Force strikes during the Yom Kippur War. She was later discovered, tried, and executed by Egyptian authorities. Number 3. Yolande Harmer. In the late 1940s, Yolande Harmer, a Jewish Egyptian journalist, used her social status in Cairo to gather intelligence for Israel. She infiltrated Egyptian elite circles and passed along sensitive political and military information during Israel's 1948 War of Independence. She was eventually arrested and deported, later continuing work for Israeli diplomacy in Europe. Therefore, throughout the Israel-Iran conflict, one recurring theme is the underestimation of women by military officers, civilians, and even enemy intelligence agencies. This underestimation is precisely what makes female spies so effective. They can gain access to spaces and relationships that male agents cannot, whether through perceived harmlessness, emotional manipulation, or social invisibility. For instance, Mossad operatives have used romantic or professional personas, journalists, nurses, tourists, to access guarded Iranian assets in Vienna, Istanbul, and even Dubai. In fact, in modern spying and surveillance, female agents are not confined to seduction or stealth. They now lead cyber ops, drone reconnaissance, and advanced surveillance. The recent 2025 Israeli drone operation over Iran, publicly claimed by Mossad, involved artificial intelligence, smuggled drones, and human intelligence. Multiple unnamed female agents reportedly coordinated cyber-triggered diversions while the physical strike unfolded. The increased visibility of women in both Mossad and Iran's Revolutionary Guards has cultural and symbolic weight. Iran, while more conservative, has allegedly used female assets in tracking opposition groups and surveilling Jewish communities in the diaspora. Meanwhile, Israeli reforms since the early 2000s have aimed to actively recruit women to operational necessity. As one Mossad official put it in a rare interview, "Women ask better questions, listen longer, and know when to stay invisible. That's what makes them dangerous." From assassinating nuclear scientists to penetrating government circles, female agents have shaped the Israel-Iran conflict in ways that often go unnoticed, but not unmeasured. Thanks for watching. Please do subscribe to our channel, Sociopedia.